A 60-ton armored beast, falling from the sky. No parachute, no control, no second chances, just gravity, pulling it down faster and faster. When it hits the ground, does it survive? Or does it turn into a metal explosion of physics and destruction? Let's break down exactly what happens, second by second. A modern main battle tank weighs anywhere between 50 and 70 tons. That's heavier than a fully loaded truck, a small house, even some aircraft components. Now imagine pushing that out of a cargo plane. The moment it leaves the ramp, something fundamental changes. It's no longer a machine designed for war. It becomes something far more primitive, a massive object obeying the laws of physics. No control surfaces, no propulsion, no recovery system, just pure acceleration toward Earth. Okay, now, at the start of the fall, the tank accelerates rapidly. According to estimates, gravity pulls it down at 9.8 meters per second squared. That means in just 1 second, 9.8 meters per second, 3 seconds, approximately 30 meters per second, 7 seconds, approximately 70 meters per second. But it doesn't keep accelerating forever. Air resistance begins to fight back. As speed increases, drag increases dramatically. Eventually, the force of air resistance equals the force of gravity. That's when the tank reaches terminal velocity. For something as large and irregular as a tank, approximately 200 to 300 kilometers per hour. But here's what makes it worse. A tank is not aerodynamic. Flat surfaces create turbulence. Protrusions increase drag instability. It may tumble mid-air. If it starts rotating, the fall becomes chaotic. Uneven drag, changing impact orientation, unpredictable landing angle, which makes the final impact even more destructive. The true danger isn't just speed, it's the energy carried into impact. Width, mass equals 60,000 kilograms. Velocity equals at least 70 meters per second. You get approximately 147 million joules of energy. Let's visualize that. Equivalent to several kilograms of TNT, enough to demolish structures, comparable to a high-speed industrial collision, and all of that energy must go somewhere in less than a second. Let's slow time down. 0 milliseconds. Contact. The tank hits the ground. The base stops instantly. The rest keeps moving. 1 to 5 milliseconds. Shockwave force ripples through the tank. Steel compresses. Internals lag. Stress spikes. 5 to 15 milliseconds. Failure begins. The breakdown starts. Suspension collapses. Wheels snap. Tracks tear apart. 15 to 30 milliseconds. Deformation. The structure gives in. Hull buckles. Mounts fail. Turret may shift or detach. 30 plus milliseconds. Aftermath. The tank stops. The damage doesn't. It's no longer combat ready. Here's something even more extreme. The deceleration. If the tank stops in just 0.1 seconds, the deceleration is approximately 700 meters per second squared. That's about 70 Gs, and in harsher impacts, it can exceed 100 plus Gs. Even hardened military equipment struggles at these levels. For comparison, car crash, approximately 20 to 30 Gs. Fighter jet limit, approximately 9 Gs. This is far beyond survivability for anything inside. The outside might still look like a tank. The inside tells a different story. Everything not bolted down becomes a projectile. Ammunition slams into walls. Electronics rip from mounts. Fuel sloshes violently. Even worse, ammo cook-off, risk tank shells are stored inside. Under extreme shock, casings deform. Fuses may trigger. Heat plus pressure can cause detonation. Fuel system rupture. Fuel lines snap. Tanks rupture. Vapors ignite. This is where fire becomes likely. Not all impacts are equal. Flat impact, best case. Force distributed evenly. Still catastrophic, but less rotational stress. Nose first impact. Maximum penetration force. Severe structural collapse. Possible deep ground embedding. Side impact. Uneven load. Rolling or flipping on impact. Structural tearing. Rotational impact. Worst case scenario. Multiple impact points. Twisting forces. Complete structural failure. The surface plays a huge role. Soft terrain. Absorbs some energy. Creates crater. Tank may sink partially. Hard terrain. Reflects energy instantly. Maximum structural damage. Possible fragmentation. Urban surface. Concrete shatters. Shockwave spreads outward. Secondary debris damage. Here's the truth. Militaries never drop tanks like this. Instead, they use heavy parachute systems, multiple canopy deployment, controlled descent, stabilization rigs, landing speed 5 to 8 meters per second. That's the difference between a survivable drop, total destruction, low altitude parachute extraction, aircraft flies extremely low. Tank is pulled out horizontally, slides onto the ground. Why? Because even a few meters of vertical drop can destroy it. Dropping a tank safely is one of the hardest logistical challenges. Problems include center of gravity alignment, airflow instability, parachute synchronization, impact absorption. Even a small failure can flip the tank mid-air, cause uneven landing, lead to total loss. Let's go insane for a second. What if you drop a tank from near space? At high altitude, less air resistance initially, faster acceleration phase. Eventually reaches terminal velocity, but the result is the same. Maximum energy at impact. Total structural failure. No cinematic survival, just physics doing its job. Only with radical redesign. Shock-absorbing landing pods, crushable structures, rocket-assisted deceleration. At that point, it becomes something closer to a drop vehicle, not a tank. So what really happens when a tank falls from a plane? It doesn't glide, it doesn't land, it doesn't survive. It becomes a 60-ton projectile carrying explosive levels of energy. Crashing into Earth with unstoppable force, its suspension collapses. Its structure fails, its internals are destroyed, and in some cases, it may even burn from the inside out. Because no matter how advanced your armor is, you can't armor against gravity. If you want more insane physics breakdowns like this, where we take impossible scenarios and break them down with real science, subscribe now, because next, we're pushing things even further. What happens if a fighter jet goes supersonic just meters above the ground? The answer isn't just loud, it's destructive.